So for today on the A&R Desk, we got Carlito Black in the building. But like always, if you still got a business question or you want to submit some music, you can submit it right there. We're going to squeeze it in. You know what I'm saying? Let me post right here in the chat so I don't got to keep reiterating every second. I know y'all don't want to hear from me. But shout out to everybody that's on right now. Face to face, I see you. The ever so beautiful, even Muse, I see you. Shout out to everybody that's on the MG Presents app as well. But we're going to get the set warmed up. Right now. We're going to go into one of the records that we first heard. Well, I first heard, or we first played here on the A&R Desk. And this song was called Letter to My Father. And when we first got the submission, we was like, all right, self-explanatory. But the way he put this together was most definitely felt. So if you got some music, you're face to face. If you got something you want us to rock out to, I know you're always cooking up, man. Send it over. Even music. If you got a favorite artist of yours or some music that somebody might not know about, please send that in. And if you're on the app and you want music, please feel free to send your submission. I know we began some submissions from Africa on the app, so salute to those that's on the app. If you do want to submit, right there to the desk at spudbrooklyn.com, send that over. MJMG Presents, shout it out. So if you got some music, you got a question, send it in. But we got our Is It a Smash winner. He's backstage right now. But let's hear less of me and let's hear more of him. So this is Carlito Black, father to my letter. Let me stop the music today.
This is the A&R Desk with Spud Brooklyn.
Let's get it together. Letter to my father. Let's check this out, y'all.
Know the vibes, Pops. I'm coming here to talk to you. And since I can't do it face to face, I'm doing it in a track. You died when I was 3, and I'm still standing 28 years later. Consider this a letter to you. What's good, Pops? I think it's time for a convo. Emotions going crazy, I think it's cause of this bottle. Left me in this cold world alone to deal with these problems. I really need to vent, but it's not a way I can call you. Killed when I was 3, I still remember the casket. For 28 years in my mind I carried the baggage. Became angry Pops and somewhat of a savage. Instead of make me a man, you made me a bastard. For years, Pops, I kept these thoughts to myself. No help at all, Granny and Mommy raised me by themselves. Saw a doctor as a kid to talk about me and my pain. Wasn't even around, but I still followed in your ways. I feel the way every time somebody call me Little Wayne. If you stayed around, I bet, Pops, I wouldn't feel the same. I feel the way every time somebody call me Little Wayne. If you stayed around, I bet, Pops, I wouldn't feel the same. All of them times I played football, my first freestyle, my first scrape, everything like that. You wasn't around, but I had to deal with it. Not saying I didn't handle it. Not saying it didn't hurt not having you around, but hopefully you looking down, you proud of me. Not a better you, I wanna be a better me. Hurting on when I made kids, you will never see the streets, Pops. Tell me why you couldn't let them be. Died in the streets, Pops, why couldn't you live for me? No history, you left me with one memory. Got me in my feelings and maybe it's just this Hennessy. I'ma keep it real, no lie, you left me ruined. Advice that you could've provided, I could've used it. Childhood, 10 years you wasn't around. Can't deny you smallest things, let me know I'm your child. I'm your cub, Pops, why you leave me lost in the wild? Instead of right, mess around and ended in the wrong crowd. Childhood of 10 years you wasn't even around. Can't deny you smallest things, let me know I'm your child. I'm your cub, Pops, why you leave me lost in the wild? Instead of right, mess around and ended in the wrong crowd. I feel the way every time somebody call me Little Wayne. If you stayed around, I bet, Pops, I wouldn't feel the same. I feel the way every time somebody call me Little Wayne. If you stayed around, I bet, Pops, I wouldn't feel the same. I feel the way every time somebody call me Little Wayne. I feel the way every time somebody call me Little Wayne.
That right there was Carlito Black, Letter to My Father. That was one of the first records that we spun for Carlito Black on the show. he's gonna be on the show today. We're gonna have a nice sit down and conversation with him. But in between those times, if you want to submit some music, if you got a business or A&R question, you can email that to the desk right there, or even put it in the chat, and we're gonna get to that here on the A&R desk. We do have the phone lines open. So if you see the number 917-663-4433, you could call in. So if you want to send Carlito Black a shout out, if you got a question directly for him, if you got something you got to say to me and you want to get it off your chest, you can most definitely call the phone line and you'll be live on the air as well. So most definitely. So we working on getting Carlito Black right now. I know he backstage taking care of a few things. Yo, what's going on? I want to send a big shout out to everybody that's on though. Shout out to Tatiana. I see you. Yo, Slip, what's good? I see you. I see everybody, most definite. So we know time is money. We know time is money. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta spend both wisely. So as soon as I get the green light from Carlito Black, we're gonna go bring him on set. And if you got any questions for him, please feel free to ask those questions as well, because we gonna chop it up. We gonna chop it up. I want to talk a little bit about this grind that he's on. He's on a grind. And I know he could give a great perspective to a lot of artists that's on. So soon as I get the green light from the homie, we gonna get right to that. But what we gonna do right now, we're gonna go into one more video. This is called Go On. This is another Carlito Black, and after that we should most definitely be on set to get everything rolling. So check this out, y'all. This is On Go.
Reason to stop now. Our whole team on go. This a whole boss life for no life thing.
This is the A&R Desk with Spud Brooklyn.
Been a legend in the making. Put in pain for this greatness. Stand on what I'm saying. By real ones I was sanctioned. They go hard in the paint. I went hard on the pavement. Yeah, bro, it made sense, cause it made a way for me to pay rent. Good lawyer on speed dial. Bye to them cases. Started off at the bottom. More money with that basement. No cooker when you see full of paper plates wherever the shake is. Made delivery like FedEx. Chain the butts just to make trips. Fought for your typical one of a kind. Young man with an old soul. Go on. Plus whatever I do, just know that I'm on go. Team on the same type of time, so whatever we do would never be on hold. Team on the same type of time, so whatever we do would never be on hold. Need those, so I go on. Team on go, so I go on. They keep saying them next. No need for the prolong. I'm a goat, so I go on. Haters keep hating, I go on. I'm gonna make it remain patient until then, I just gotta go on. Need those, so I go on. Team on go, so I go on. They keep saying them next. No need for the prolong. I'm a goat, so I go on.
This is the A&R Desk with Spud Brooklyn.
I've been on my grind making history. I be doing a lot, haters sick of me. So what's up? Please keep the same energy. Boss life for no like, yeah, we different breeds. Nothing can break or finish me. Plenty bros turn enemies. Down bad how they picture me. Respectfully, I'm on the winning streak. Soul frauds never hit for me. On go to life forever green. Comfortable, I will never be. My hustle, yeah, it came from the streets. Battles with Brooklyn that made a beast. My hustle, yeah, it came from the streets. Yeah, my hustle came from the streets. Yeah, your boy still a trap star, but I mixed it with the rap art. Cook up in the booth with me. I can show you how to trap hard. A lot of hate in the air, but those be the ones that I really done lap, y'all. A lot of hate in the air, but those be the ones that I really done lap, y'all. Need those, so I go on. Team on go, so I go on. They keep saying them next. No need for the prolong. I'm a goat, so I go on. Haters keep hating, I go on. I'm gonna make it remain patient until then, I just gotta go on. Need those, so I go on. Team on go, so I go on. They keep saying them next. No need for the prolong. I'm a goat, so I go on. Haters keep hating, I go on. I'm gonna make it remain patient until then, I just gotta go on.
I want to send a big shout out to everybody that's on right now. If this is your first time on A&R Desk, this is where we bring A&R right to your phone. Every Wednesday, 9:30 p.m., we are bringing something different. We're bringing something different. Competitions, A&R questions. We bring in live A&Rs to the set. This month, look out, we're going to possibly bring Def Jam. We're going to bring executives from Def Jam to sit down, talk about some music, and chop it up with y'all. But like I said, we have the Is It a Smash winner, which is another segment of ours. He's the now, this ain't the first time he's been on the show, so we're gonna bring him on. Let's give a round of applause right now to Carlito Black.
What's going on?
What's going on, my brother? What's going on? How you feeling today, man?
I'm blessed. Everything healthy as usual, bro. I can't complain.
Do me one favor, and I'm laughing because as a kid I always heard this, like, hey, you gotta turn the other device down.
I heard it being loud. Yo, I got you.
You gotta turn the other device down. I'm laughing because as a kid I always heard that. But first and foremost, I want to congratulate you on your win for the Is It a Smash. You came in that day. It was a tie. The artist was holding it down from the first play of the night. And then boom, you came in and it was a tie. You came back and then seized the night. So congratulations on that. But
appreciate you, bro.
I really want to highlight something, my dude. I don't think a lot of people who listen to your music really get this part. Bro, when you really look at your discography of the work that you do, especially your visual work, my dude, I be seeing like 7, 8 years, 10 years. You've been putting in pain. What pushes that? Because I see artists come in 1 year, they quit. I mean, 7 months, I see artists give it up. What keeps that pain going?
First of all, shout out to Miss Jackson. I'm actually at work, but you know, this is work too, so I'm gonna make things do what it do. So you know.
Oh man, I got you.
But either way, it just when I first came into the game, it was all about establishing myself as an artist, like someone to look forward to, like with everything I got going on. And what started off as a dream is now reality. But when it was starting off as a dream, it was my dream. So my thing was, I got to put in the pain. I got to make the sacrifices. I got to take the risk to show the world I'm serious. And I can't depend on nobody. So in all honesty, that's what it came from. When you feel like all I got is me. And if I don't make this happen, it's not going to happen. It puts you in a different space. So that's what it did. It just made me more hungry. But it still kept me humble because I always think about where I first started. That's what keeps me be humble but hungry in the same breath because I know what I'm capable of and what I'm here to accomplish.
I feel that, man. And it takes that passion and grind in order to be successful or even progress in the road of your success to achieve bigger things. Yo, I probably know the answer to this, but you ever was discouraged in this journey, man? It's not an easy road, my dude. It's not an easy road, but you ever was discouraged, man?
To be honest, I wasn't really say discouraged, but I definitely got annoyed with a lot of things. It was never the music, because for me, I'm an artist myself. So if I don't want to listen to what's out, I can create my own. It just you get into a place where you meet funny characters when it comes to the business, and then you meet people that don't got your best interests at hand, that want to take advantage of you and things like that. And things like that more so annoyed me because it was like, where was this energy when I was at the bottom? Why wasn't it more people, more vocal about supporting me and being behind me when I was at the bottom with it before this even got to the point it is now? And like I said, that's the only thing that annoyed me. To be honest, I never really got discouraged because I'm a man on a mission. And I know what my mission is to be as great as I can be. And only thing holding me back is me. So I don't get discouraged, just frustrated and annoyed at times.
Gotcha. We got a question. Shout out to Ivan. We got a question coming in via the application from Russia. So Russia, shout out to Russia on the tap in. But Ivan said, this is the first time I was introduced to you. I see you have many videos. I don't know why I want to read that with a Russian voice. I'm so sorry, Ivan. I'm so sorry. I want to read that like with some fake TV Russian voice, but he says he noticed that you had videos. Do you feel that the videos are successful in long content? I guess he meant long form content versus the short. That's a pretty good question, Ivan. You know, in this day and age, I'll paraphrase that. In this day and age, you know, everything is short form content. Everything is short. How do you shoot a lot of content, a lot of videos? Do you feel that is, you know, predominant towards, you know, your success, or do you feel it's hindering? Like, what's your viewpoint on that?
Visuals is very important when it comes to being a hip hop artist, R&B singer, anything. Visuals are important because you can paint a picture with your words, but it's like a bonus when you're able to present like a video. You giving the words like you painting a picture and you making a movie out of your words. So yeah, like long term wise, videos is very important. Like, and that's my opinion. But and like I'm speaking from a place like in my career where music videos then help elevate the buzz when it came to me. And plus, it's a dream come true to me because I told myself, like, when I was a kid watching all the other rap, and once I figure out how to rap and do all that, I'm like, yo, I can't wait to be able to shoot my own music video. So the fact that I got so many to my name, it's like, it's a blessing. It's a dream come true, and it's also a blessing.
I dig that. I dig that. The questions is coming in kind of hot today on
I'm all for it. Let's do it.
Usually that's a different show. We get a lot of questions like, but we got another question from a Samantha Day, and she said this is for both of us. Shout out to Samantha Day. Samantha, next time please put where you from. I like to shout out everybody. But she said, with all the review shows out there, do you feel for an artist it's good to attempt to be a part of them?
Yeah, like if you are an artist complaining about support, exposure, and everything like that, and you ain't taking the opportunity to be a part of these review shows, these online radio stations, you missing out on opportunities to get your name out there and get your buzz up. Like so many people want to aim for the big catalogs, like the Shade 4-5s and all that stuff like that, but people got to understand that even those people had to build up from somewhere to get where they at now.
Yep.
Like everybody ain't just had a platform, they had to build it up. And you, like with your platform, the dope thing about your platform, you have insight into the game, like very educational insight. You, the A&R side of it, the record label side, or you have all the insight. So it's not only an artist getting the recognition, but also an artist is getting the necessary knowledge to move ahead and take steps forward in the game if they willing to say it.
And you done spoke for me. I would most definitely say I'll put it like this. I met Carlito Black because of platforms like this. Like, he came on the show, he submitted, he won. I could imagine he met other artists on the platform, you know what I'm saying? And then we cross market against each other. They'll win something, I'll post, they post. So it most definitely intensifies your look. The only thing I will say, I do see a lot of artists give certain platforms a lot of energy when they're not getting anything from it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I watch people clown artists like, don't quit your job, like, and don't give the artist something like, yo, you know, that mix could have been better, or I feel what you was going at, but take a look at this. Not giving the artist something, but just using the artist at his expense. I can't stand that. So understand the platforms you on, you know what I'm saying? Like, they most definitely useful, but go in there with an intent and also demand that certain level of, even if you don't get respect, don't tolerate disrespect. You know what I'm saying? So
that's a fact.
But back to you. I know you on your grind and you keep grinding. Like, what's your ultimate goal, my dude? Like every time I see you, I mean, I usually crack a joke when especially when say Nackstar sends something or you send something. I'm like, I don't know what to expect because my man got content keep coming. Like, at one point, I think you went 2 years submitting videos that. It was a new video. It was a different video. It was like 2 years straight. Every submission was different. Like, so, you know, what's your goal?
To be legendary in this game. To stamp myself as one of the GOATs. Like, I really have a strong love for the hip hop culture. I grew up off it, and to be an artist now myself that gets the love and the support I give, and not only that, to be brought up in the GOAT and legendary conversations, it's just like it's a dope feeling to know like I'm almost there. I just got to keep doing what I'm doing and just elevate at it. Like that's my goal. I want to be a legend in this game. I want to be a GOAT, but at the same time, I want to achieve the highest level of success I can within this game.
I got
That's
you.
what I'm aiming for. I'm not settled. Like it's like why settle when I know for a fact what I'm capable of. I done made it this far, so settling ain't even an option.
That's true. That's true. Like you know what you get if you quit. You know what I'm saying? We know what we get when we quit, right? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get nothing.
That's
So
the whole fact.
you might as well just keep the journey going and learning and building and getting that expression out. Now you as an artist, I mean, I can imagine there's so much artists out here that have felt this or experienced this, but what kind of roadblocks you think, and if you don't want to personalize it to you, that the typical artist is facing in this day and age?
I ain't gonna lie, I pay attention to the mistakes and the success of other artists. Like that keep me grounded and motivation, inspire me. Like if I see an artist do something that literally leaves a dent or a crack in his career, like then that's kind of knowledge for me to like, yeah, I need to stay away from that. I don't need to be doing that. But I would say like I can't say it's no because honestly, I put in so much work and like regardless of anything, you gonna hear Carlito Black. I don't like ain't no denying me. You gonna hear me, and I'm gonna make sure of it because it's too many ways for an artist to be heard, for any excuses to be made. Like only thing that can hold me back at, like I said, at this point is myself. Like only thing I will say, like I'm kind of like, cause I done dealt with a lot of funny people in the business that literally try to take advantage and all that stuff like that. So that was a lesson. Cause me, like, it's two sides of the situation when it comes to me. You got the business side, and then whether you male or female, you got the friendship. And once you burn that bridge of friendship, only thing left is the business side. But if you do something completely disrespectful that I can't accept, then it's just like, yeah, it's just over completely. And I done dealt with people that do that. Like even to this day, like I get subbed by people. You got people that act like they played a part in the success I have and everything like that. And I'm on positive time, the PVO, positive vibes only. So I don't feed into stuff like that because anybody that truly know my history and know my story, they know who put in the pain to make this thing happen. Like I started this from the bottom. This whole Boss Life for No Life 7, I started that from the bottom. And it was dudes in the streets that I thought was bros and whatever like that, that I would think like, okay, I'm taking a different direction, different path. They'll be like, okay, yo, bro doing this, bro doing that. Like, I'm proud of them. Nah, it was a lot of dudes, them dudes, same dudes in the streets. I was like, man, get out of here, man. You a street, you a gangster, you this, you that. And I ain't gonna lie, that it hurt my feelings because I'm like, damn, the goal is to make it out the hood and do better. And y'all not even like rooting for me to do better. Y'all want me stuck in this.
Yep.
So it's like mainly I would say like the roadblock is just about the people you deal with. Like that really be the roadblock. The people you deal with in this game, you really got to keep your head on the swivel and stay on point at all times. Because if not, you'll get caught up in some stuff that ain't meant for you to be in, or you just like you'll mess up your whole career.
Yeah, and you don't need that. You don't need that. Shout out to DJ Sam. He shot a question. We got a question coming in from Instagram, and he said, "What do you think is the difference between those who make it versus those that don't?"
The ones who know they make it, they feel it in their heart and soul. There's no doubt in their mind. The ones who don't is those who compare what they got going on to the next man or woman. Your achievements are your achievements. Your success is your success. That's nobody else's. But then people mess up themselves when they tend to get in that mentality of, oh, I did this, but they doing all this and they doing all that. Like, number one, you messing up your own mental, you messing up your own motivation and thought process because you downplaying your own achievements and accomplishments because it ain't getting the same recognition as somebody else. When it comes to things like that, you got a lot of people need a lot of artists, especially, got to learn to be proud. I don't care if it's a minor or major achievement. Learn to be proud of yourself.
Yeah.
Like, it's not for anybody's job to say, "Hey, man, you doing great. I saw this, I saw it." Be proud of yourself, and that's how I take every achievement. Like, nobody can't tell me nothing. If they said, like, if anybody was to ask me, did I make it? Hell yeah, I made it. I done been on arena stages. I done open up for big artists in the industry. I done shared the same stage as Funk Master Flex, then been on magazines, billboards. So it's like, I done set so many goals in my life and my career that I done took care of. So yeah, I made it, and my name is not buzzing on a local level. My name and my music is heard and showed love to all over the world. So, like, only thing I can do is keep elevating, go forward.
Well, shout out to Ivan in Russia, because he know Carlito Black now. You know what I'm saying?
Ivan.
Shout out to Ivan. But I do want to add on to that question, the difference. And as an executive, and the duality that I get, the privilege of the duality that I get is, I'm also an artist. I'm an artist first, who just happens to do really good in business and being an A&R and a president of a record label. And the difference I noticed in a lot between those that make it and those who don't is, a lot of people who make it live in their expression. They live it, like that's a part of them. And then there's a percentage of people who present what they want to do, and there's a fine line between living in it and presenting it. And I see a lot of people presenting it. They do go through the motions, they do the posting, they look amazing, but they don't live in their artistry. They don't live in their expression. It's not them. It's what they want to do. So that it's really great mimickers. Like, we're in a time of amazing mimickers, people who could to a T emulate what it looks like, but you got to really live in it. You have to live in it. So that would be the difference to me in that. Now, I want to ask you this: how did you know about the A&R Desk? How did you come across the A&R Desk?
I came across my manager, Max Stars.
Shout out to Max Stars.
He saw it. And he sent me, he was like, "Yo, submit something." I submitted something, and from there, it was just like built that bond. Like, a lot of opportunities, a lot of like love shown on the show, whatever like that. And it wasn't no funny business. Everything was real. Everything was organic, and that's the type of energy that I look forward to on any platform. That's like, and Fuzzy's home team, Brooklyn, baby.
Brooklyn,
like
Brooklyn. You know how that go. Brooklyn spread love is the Brooklyn way.
Absolutely.
So when I wake up in the morning, I might be on a go or something, but I'll scroll through Instagram real quick. I don't be on it as much as I used to, but whenever I see you, bro, you be everywhere. Like, any outlet that got a microphone and gonna play some music, you there, and the energy seems parallel. Everyone's expressing the same thing, like, about your grind and all that. How do you keep up with that? And I'm asking you that because I know artists are listening. How do you keep up with that? And do you suggest artists, going, like, burning that circuit to get some more exposure?
That was always the plan, to establish myself in a way that nobody could take that away from me. Nobody could be like, "Oh, he ain't doing this, he ain't doing that." Like, I wanted to get to a point that everybody like truly recognized, like, yo, he's a force to be reckoned with. Like, because you hear a lot of times these days that people be like, "Yo, where the real hip hop at? I'm not hearing this, I'm not hearing that." So then boom, you get an artist like me, and I shake up the whole thing, because then it causes a lot of people to be like, "Man, what the hell going on? Why I haven't heard of him? Like, where he been at?" And it's a dope feeling to hear so many platforms and so many people like say the things they say, because it's just like a confirmation. Like, "Yo, bro, you doing exactly what you supposed to do. Just keep going." And I like, for any artist, like, believability in yourself is first and foremost. Confidence in yourself is first and foremost. Because if you come in this game scared, you ain't gonna get nowhere. And that's just an honest truth. Ain't nobody gonna take you serious if you come in this game scared.
Yeah.
They're gonna just look at you as somebody that's doing this is for a hobby. You come in this game, like I be seeing so many artists complain, and that's about exposure, support. Oh, where the reason a lot of these artists that be talking the talk when they post don't be submitting these records because they scared.
They scared.
They scared to hear somebody's honest opinion, and that's corny. If you an artist like you say you are, that's why I be telling people it's a difference between a rapper and a rap artist. It's always going to be a different. A rapper is somebody that you expect mixtape freestyles here and there from. An artist is somebody that's going to create. He's going to continuously paint a picture, and that's like I've been crossover into that artist range because I ain't want people to box me in and be like, okay, because I done heard that before when I first started. Oh, he nothing but a mixtape artist, and I'm like, all right, I'm like, bet.
I'm gonna show y'all something. I'm gonna show y'all.
Definitely.
And that you have. I know you have a manager and you reference to a manager a lot, and you know one thing that is a common conversation with independent artists is, you know, I'm looking for a team, or I want a team and I'm trying to get a team. How do you feel, you know, an artist should go about a team, and how important do you think that is for an artist's development?
That's the same way with, I ain't gonna lie, that's the same, like that's what life. You got to be like cautious on who, especially like, because once you cross into that where you want a team and everything like this, you got to understand something. This is the business. This is the business first and foremost. So when people scream, "Oh, I want a team, I need a team," and all this stuff like that, you got to understand something. It's just like life. You got to choose wisely and who you the people you bring around you, who you bring into your life, because that should be it'll be detrimental to you. It can literally sabotage everything you built if you have the wrong people around you. You literally have to pay attention to different things. Like, oh, his strong point is he a good people person. He got good energy. His work ethic is solid. Like, you got to pay attention to the pros and cons and make sure the pros outweigh the cons. Because if you just, oh, that's the bro, that's gang or whatever like that, oh, I ain't gonna lie, that be the thing that be getting a lot of these artists in trouble.
Oh yeah, most definitely do. Most definitely do. DJ Sam asked another question, and I'm gonna reframe it in a little bit. But DJ Sam's question was, any up and coming producers we should watch out for. But my question, and I want to add to that, is I listen to your beats and I love the feel, like they accommodate whatever you're talking about, and I understand that part of the artistry, like having that conversation between you and the beat, you know, that expression. But when you're going through beats, what kind of producer or production style that you really take on, and if you want to answer the question about, you know, any producers we should be on the lookout for.
Nah, it's a dope. I ain't gonna lie. This when you know, like, you reaching a pivotal point in your career and the success is like really a true thing, is you have engineers and you have producers and everything that really want to work with you. So like, shout out to Blanco B, shout out to Jedi Black, he another producer I'm working with. Shout out to Solid Hearts. I ain't gonna lie, it's a long list, but like these is people like, cause at first when I started it was like YouTube, like mainly YouTube, but I have worked with some dope industry producers also. Shout out to Brother Panic, also rest in peace to him. He was a producer for B.O.B. Shout out to GQ Beats. He was a producer for Mano, and I'm sure you heard of him. But I had the opportunity to work with guys like that. But like I said, Blanco, Jedi Black, Solid Hearts, and I got some others like Christina Ferraro. Me and her about to. She a female producer. She's fire. Like, she got like, but everybody I just named, they fire producers, and like they compliment me the way I compliment them. Like, if they send me a beat and then I'll go record something to it, and then they hear, they be like, oh yeah, I made the right decision. Now it's getting to the point they like, nah, this was specifically gonna be for him. Cause when I listen to beats, I tell people I gotta feel something. I gotta feel so it really gotta tap something in my mental to be like, oh yeah, I already know what direction I'm going with this beat right here. This is gonna be crazy.
Yeah. I dig that. I dig that. I dig that. Shout it out. Shout it out. I see.
Shout out to Spice. I can't forget that's family right there. Shout out
Yeah.
to her. She definitely got some fire. She got the boom back, but she also got the soulful beats too.
Spice Beats submitted some joints on the show, so yeah, we spun some joints. We spun some joints, and Nack Stars is on it. He shouted it out early, most definitely early. In the near future, my brother, like what do you see? You know, you've had many successes, many things. You've been on your grind. In the near future, what do you see lined up for Carlito Black?
The elevation gonna be spooky. That's all. Things is about to get critical. I felt like I did so. I've been in this game 9 years and I done elevated every chance I got. So now I ain't even gonna lie. I've been focused like heavy on the business side, but at the same time creating. I'm getting more because I'm trying. Like my thing is this. I done showed the world how diverse I am when it comes to the music, but now I'm at that point now where I'm gonna die. I'm gonna like try. I got somebody people been asking me about pop and heavy metal records, and I'm like, man, I could do like at this point, I could do anything, and I like taking risks. I like playing around with different genres. I ain't going like full go yelling and all that stuff like that, but I'm gonna just bring my vibe to whatever energy I need to it. Like I like possibilities endless, bro. Like I'm just blessed to be surrounded by so many solid people that got platforms that rock with me and my team and my music that salute me and push me and believe in me to be the elite artist that I am. And like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, 2026 is gonna be one of those because I got a lot of stuff going on 2026. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I got a lot going on.
I dig it. I dig it. I dig it. And I'm saying it out loud so everybody can hear. And I sent you that beat, my dude. I sent you, I want you on the project. I want you on
Now
the project.
cause I got you and I got Miss Jackson because she sent me some too, and I gotta add the Carlito Black to that. So cause I got y'all, man. I ain't gonna lie, it's when you like a lot of artists don't understand like me. I'm not just an artist. Like I created my movement, I created my brand, so I'm not just an artist that sit back and say, okay, I got a manager, he gonna handle all the business side. No, I want to be included, so I know what's going on. Because that's a lot of artists' problem. You don't want to partake in the business. He got it, he got it, he got it. So when something don't seem right to you, and then it come up, then all of a sudden it's somebody else's issue. Oh, I didn't know this, I didn't know
Yeah.
that. But if you were a part of it, if you wasn't being lazy, if you wasn't out partying, like things like that is important. You
Straight
gotta
up.
you gotta stay locked in every aspect of your career, because if not, you gonna end up missing out on something that's going to end up pissing you off. You're gonna be mad. That's why I be a lot of dudes complaining about money, bro, all that stuff, bro. Yeah, I wasn't worried
That
about it
was
at
it.
first. More,
Straight
man.
up, straight up. That's how I actually learned. Coming in the game, I had a manager, and I just left a lot into him because I didn't know, and I just felt like I'm just gonna be the creative place. And when things were coming up that I was like, oh wait, why we didn't do this, and decisions were being made, I was like, oh nah, I can never again in my life be excluded for some decisions that's something that I possibly would want to do. You know what I mean? So I had to learn that way as well. Yo, for people that wanna, if there's producers out there, especially on the app, or artists that's on listening, and they want to chop it up, they want to build, they want to do some business. What's the best way for them to tap in with you and possibly chop it up on the business side of things?
Uh, I'm a own book all my social medias. If you want to chop it up about a possible collab, hit me up on the gram. I am the real Carlito Black. You can also reach out to my manager, Nack Stars One. That's his IG, or you can hit my email, Carlito Black BLNL, Carlito Black BLNL at gmail.com, or you can also hit his Gmail, jrob380 at gmail.com. And I got Facebook, Carlito BLONL Black. Got Twitter, it's the same thing. Got TikTok, like so. Anyway, y'all want to reach out, want to chop it up about possible collab. You got any questions, need any advice? I'm all ears. I'm I'm all for it because, like I said, I ain't really. My thing is it's dope having a manager slash business partner because I like at one point I was my manager and all that. I had to be all that,
Yep.
and I still made a way because it was just like if I don't do what I got to do, then everything ain't gonna get to where I wanted to be. I was literally booking my own shows, doing this, doing that, going up to having setting up meetings at radios and stations and all that stuff like that.
Doing
And
it
to be
all.
honest, I couldn't complain because it's like at the end of the day, when you truly want something to happen for yourself, you got to be willing to put that pain in. You can't make up no excuses. Oh, it's just me doing it. I ain't got nobody. Literally, I'm a hustler. I'm a street dude anyway. First and foremost, so like
Gotta make
that's
it work.
regular territory. Yeah, that's regular. I'm from the trenches, so it ain't no excuses. When you hungry, you gotta go out there and make it happen. I'm a trench baby, real trench baby. If you know,
Straight
you
up.
know. Like
Straight up. Straight up. I wanna congratulate you not just for your win on the A&R desk, for your dedication and your grind, my dude. Like I tell y'all all the time, man. The exposure. And I'm gonna say this again. I think the only thing right now that could really push the envelope even further for you is you getting in front of all the mics and doing this, telling your story, getting your vocals out there. Because we see you, we hear you, and now you got to do the full circle and get those interviews where you speaking your truth, talking your pain, and bringing that to the forefront, man. So I just want to congratulate
well,
you on
I
that, man.
appreciate you, bro. Now,
No
I ain't
doubt.
gonna lie, I appreciate you, bro. Like you a solid dude. I appreciate all the opportunities. I appreciate this platform in general, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's a lot of people, like I said, that came and went that said they believe whatever the case may be, but it ain't coming to after I done got to a certain plateau, certain level. Like this is why I respect my manager slash cousin slash business partner, Nack Star, so much is like because he don't question what I do because because even when he came into the fold as my manager,
Moving, doing
I was
things.
already elevating, I was already doing what I was doing. But my energy was this: if anybody wants to be a part of my team, a part of this movement, this brand, you got to be on the same type of time, and I'm on because it ain't no breaks, it ain't no complaining, it ain't no yo they doing this, we should do this.
Let's
Nah,
we gotta move. Let's keep.
we all got to be on the same page. But I appreciate you, bro. Like I said, we got that collab. We gonna collab too.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
said
yeah,
the
for
beat.
sure.
I'm gonna do that beat, but we definitely gonna collab. And on that note, when you said the interview, I'm doing it by. I'm starting my biography soon. It's gonna be like I'm gonna do it like now on some like book. But I'm gonna like take the camera and I'm gonna just let them. I'm gonna put my life in it. But at the same time, I'm also gonna dedicate it to my music journey because music is my life, and I done been through so much within the music, street stuff, all type of stuff within the music. So I'm like, yo, I could like 9 years in the game, I got more than enough, like you feel what I'm saying, to talk about. So I'm definitely going to be doing a biography on me, autobiography this year, or at least started this year. I'm gonna start that real soon though, because with everything I didn't accomplish, everything I done done, and everything I feel like that's going to happen in my career, it ain't no like it ain't no letting up. Like I got a lot, like I said, bro, I got a lot of stuff on the way. I got a lot of stuff on the way. I just been manifesting, doing a lot of writing, focusing, and getting a lot of business together and everything like that. And like, it's all the labels out there. No disrespect, all the labels out there. Y'all know my body. Y'all know my name. Y'all not new to me. All I'm gonna say is this: that partnership, baby. I want that partnership. I want
Oh,
y'all to do what y'all did for 50. Like, give like the way y'all gave him his deal, had him let him do his G Unit thing. Do that for me, because I'm worth that. I'm worth that. I'm not one of like I ain't gonna lie. I've been offered like some deals before, and it was just like when you come from a certain area, you being young, the first thing they think like, oh, if I throw this out there, he gonna take the bait. Like,
yeah,
but for me, this is bigger than music. This ain't just about money. It's bigger than money. This bigger than music. This is my life. I'm thinking about the longevity of things. And if I can get like the way things is going, if I reach that pivotal point independent, oh, a lot of people gonna be in trouble. Of course, like I said, you the bro, like you really done gave a lot of opportunities, showed a lot of love, and it's greatly appreciated. Like it's greatly appreciated. You don't do what like you said, there's some trolling platforms out there that just want to do it for the content, say reckless shit. But you always kept it tall. You always kept it solid and kept it real. And you know, bro, we gonna rock out. I got a lot of music on the way. A lot of music videos. It's a lot of things that's gonna be happening this year. That's all I'm gonna say. A lot.
Say no more. We got our eyes open, our ears wide, and we're gonna be keeping an eye out on you, my dude. I want to give you
Miss Jackson. I got you too. I got you, Miss Jackson. And shout out to y'all son the Golden. That's superstar right there. Me and Golden got something. Me and Golden gonna work on something. We need that New York Cali feel. It's been a while.
Say no more. Say no more. That's what it is, my dude. I know you on your grind, man, so I'm not going to hold you too long, man. I want to thank you for coming on the show and making time for the show, man. I wanted to keep my word. You won the Is It a Smash, and I wanted to get you in front of the people. I didn't want too much time to go by, so I was probably nagging you. I probably was nagging you, but I just wanted you to get your just due, my dude. And I like to stand firm on my word when I say things are gonna happen. So I wanted to get that to you, my dude. But thank you for coming on today, man. I know you grinding on your grind, and you grind all the time, man.
All the time.
Word up. So
all the time. I appreciate the opportunity, bro. I appreciate you. You know what it is, man. Brooklyn. We have you on it. Brooklyn.
That's right. All right, my brother. You have a good one, man. Be safe, my dude.
You already, bro. You too.
All right, another round of applause for the brother Carlito Black, man. Shout out to everybody that's on right now for the A&R Desk. We got some submissions, but if you got some business questions or questions for me as an individual, please send those. You can put it in the chat, and we're gonna chop it up for a little bit while we listen to some more music. He did mention something about, you know, when you're an artist and they think they could just flash money and all that. I got some stories. I'm gonna share a story right after. We play this song called "Comfy." This is by Slip. Shout out to Slip. We're going to check this out real quick, and we're going to come in with the set. But if you got some more questions, we got some more time, we're going to get to that real quick. So let's check this out. This is Comfy. I should have told him a YouTube link. Oh, it's working. Let's check it out.
This is the A&R Desk with Spud Brooklyn.
I try not to get too comfy. I love, but do love me. I choose which red flags I don't see. It cut deep, I pretend it don't bleed. I try not to get too comfy. I love, but do love me. I choose which red flags I don't see. It cut deep, I pretend it don't bleed. Why you come around when the time roll back? I ain't trying to rebound, cause it sound like that. Give me grace, never hippie you in town, why is that? On your case, cause I'm trying to make your eyes roll back. On the way, here I go as I weaken the fence. You my favorite kind of sin, now I need to repent. Take a trip, call off, spend a weekend with Slip and slide through your thighs, and you leave me again. I wonder why I sympathize to your weakest attempts. Just to lie to myself, cause I'm lonely and lit. You need a hit, trying to serve, leave a generous tip. In 2 days, we forget we exist, I could admit that. I try not to get too comfy. I love, but do love me. I choose which red flags I don't see. It cut deep, I pretend it don't bleed. I try not to get too comfy. I love, but do love me. I choose which red flags I don't see. It cut deep, I pretend it don't bleed. Let me tell y'all one time how I fumbled the ball. So close to the goal, but I stumble and fall. It only takes one time for you to show who you are. Not a guy, not a man, but a boy in the dark. You ever pray for something that comes, but not the way that you thought? So when you get it, your discernment is lost, locked in a box. Algorithms got us playing a part, ruining art, making it hard to tell the truth from mirage. Ask AI to customize an image of God. Watch Cesar's Borgia as it gathers a flock. You know I hate to say sorry for rejecting the cause. Sometimes I overanalyze, sometimes it's never at all. I trade heaven for a section if the distance is far. Taking shots full of tears at the bar, you give me calm. I hope you know I never ever meant to cause you no harm. Took off your cool for me to prove that I'm afraid of the frost. Cliche for me to say I learned the lesson from loss. I made sure to pay attention in the life beyond ours. This is a cautionary tale with those whose boundary we cross. You at the light, now you walk in the dark, you know it's all good. I try not to get too comfy. I love, but but do love be love me? I choose which red flags I don't see. It cut deep, I pretend it don't bleed. I try not to get too comfy. I love, but do love be love me? I choose which red flags I don't see. It cut deep, I pretend it don't bleed.
That right there was Slip. That was Slip with Comfy. He said he don't like to try to get too comfy. I respect that. I respect that. Shout out to Carlito Black again for coming on the show. He was our Is It a Smash winner. Not for the first time. That boy won a few times. So shout out to him for coming on the show. He made it on the show while he was still on his own grind. And as an artist, that sometimes that's what you have to do. You have to go through the grind. You do have to go through the grind. But like I said earlier, I mentioned that I had a kind of situation where he was saying, you know, they be trying to just think it's money. When I first was pursuing myself as a rapper, Jive Records took interest into me. And I know Jive is coming back, right? He took interest in me. And there was an executive named Ant Rich. And this was like my first month home. Like, I ain't been in the town 13 years. 13 years I ain't been in the town. And I go to this meeting and we talking and he's like, yo, you gotta come to the club with us, yo. You gotta come to the club with us. And I'm like, all right, cool. So here it is, I have an executive giving me energy. So I'm like, yo, let's make this happen. Go to the club and, you know, again, I must say, this is my first month home. First month. I probably didn't even do 30 days yet. And he was like, yo, he calls over these two blonde girls and he's like, yo, those are for you. And I'm like, all right, cool. They were pretty and all that, but I'm like, all right, cool. In my head, I'm like, that shit don't pay me no fucking money. But in my head, I'm playing the game. I'm like, oh, wow. I'm playing like the oblivious kid, right? Oh, yeah. And I kid you no lie. They sent over, you know, those metal platters that they be walking around with the food and the drink. They sent that over. And it was probably, I don't even know, I assume it was cocaine, like a mountain. It looked like the chef forgot to finish making cake. And he put it in front of me and he's like, yo, help yourself, man, help yourself. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'll wait. And I'm not telling them no. Because I don't want to play my card. And show them, right? So I'm like, nah, I'll wait. Yo, they took like a cup. It was like an empty cup. You know, I remember this shit like yesterday. They took an empty cup and scooped some and took the tray and they put the empty cup in front of me. And for a split second, and I didn't do a split second, I was like, man, I could take that back to the block. Somebody would know what to do with that. Like they probably put some money in my pocket without realizing it. But I go to say, like, the wine and dine. You have to really understand and be careful about what you present and put yourself into, because it might not be beneficial for you, or you might be digging a deeper hole. I'm glad I never indulged in any of that. It didn't move me. None of that moved me. I was hungry to make my expression. That's what I wanted. I wanted to get my expression. And a lot of things that were coming weren't for my expression. You know what I'm saying? It was just for pure entertainment. And this next one is called Face the Music Centers, and he said Rough Demos. I don't know if that's the name of the song. I think the song is called No, I Am Not. Let's check that out. He said this is a rough demo.
He's a shooter, no I'm not, don't tell a story. Rick the ruler, young bro, get up off my block, man, he's a hidden barracuda. No I'm not, just cause you got 100 ops, don't mean I got 100 ops. They left the back door open, still I'm picking all the locks. Your girl is always open, man, she's sucking all the cocks. They passed up on that throwback and they got me for a watch. Man, rest in peace to dog, but bro, I throw 100 shots. I caught back on them killers and I postured on my spot. That fly that's on the wall, man, he about to catch a swat. My queen at the Olympics running, giving all she got. I got a hitman on the watch, now watch me clear the block. Thieving on my porch, it get you buried at the stop. I pray for the release of all my hitters on the clock. I'm burying my story, so you got to make a plot. Exo on the bottles, go heavy on the throttles, and fuck your favorite models. Go pumping out the grotto with a Vato, get a Cato, get my OG from the Bay and get Sativa from the Prado. Go living by the G code, ain't never been a question for me. Did my time for time and ain't nobody got arrested for me. Money is a blessing for me, now nobody's stressing for me. I'm here at the point where I just blow through all these sessions, homie. Like Master P, I'm put the tanks on them. Like Baby Deuce, I'm breaking banks on them. Guns, it's just a normal part of safety. I'ma run it till these motherfuckers make me turn. Man, he's a hitter, he's a shooter. No, I'm not, no, I'm not. Don't tell that story. Rick the Ruler, young bro, get up off my block. Man, he's a hit and barracuda. No, I'm not, no, I'm not. Just cause you got 100 ops don't mean I got 100 ops.
That right there was Face the Music. Face the Music was about Face to Face on Instagram. We're going to jump into one right now. Shout out to Golden562. SMG in the building. She got a joint that she just did. I don't even want to call it a competition because she do what she do. This is called Yaya. Check this out, y'all.
I've been coming hard while I'm smoking on the ain't no competition, ain't coming with no I've been sitting pretty on
I've been sliding through the city with my name ringing loud. Big body energy, they can't ignore me now. I ain't flexing for the gram, I make real ones proud. From the mud to the marble, I stood 10 toes down. If Compton got the bounce to Long Beach, bring the weight. I'm the heavy in the room, you can feel my presence shake. I be talking real slick, but my grind real straight. I don't gotta rush shit, I like time to do the fake. All gas, no brakes, I don't need no cosign. They be watching every move, trying to decode mine. I be playing on this chest while they rolling the dice. I don't gotta brag much, my lifestyle too nice. Pretty face, but the mind real vicious. I got a sweet tone, but my pen be on a mission. I don't beef online, I be stacking up my digits. If it ain't about the money, I don't see the fucking mentions. Yeah, believe that. I done turned pressure into diamonds, no cap. They was sleeping on me, now they rewinding the track. Big bougie type shit, yeah, I really live that. Still solid with my people, I ain't never switching on my path. I ain't loud for attention, I'm loud cause I'm chosen. Every L that I took, I turn the shit in motion. They be acting up the whole time, they're really frozen. I've been eating off the patience, slow grind, no boasting. I'm really her, ain't no cosplay. I don't gotta chase the waves, I just create. West Coast soul with the big bougie mindset. And if they doubt it now, that's some shit they gon' regret.
I'm the big bougie bitch from the West Coast. And I'm from the beach city where they do the most. And I'm gon' shine every time, come and get a dose. And when they ask me where I'm from, they ain't got no bar, so they talk about they I've been coming hard while I'm smoking on the ain't no competition, they ain't coming with the I've been sitting pretty, I don't entertain that.
That was Golden562 right there. She said go to the page. Run that up. Tag Compton Ave on that real quick. If I get a chance, check her out. Do that right there. Shout out to everybody on it. If you got a question, we had Carlito Black on the show, the winner of the Is It the Smash competition, and you want a moment to come on the show to just chop it up, give some presence, some exposure, and just talk about, you know, that the thing that artists. We talking about artistry, just the whole artistry, and salute to him because he was on his grind coming on the show, and I know some people wouldn't even try to do that. So sometimes you got to take those type of sacrifices and go. I do got a question. They did ask to remain anonymous, but we're gonna go into another song. Shout out to Golden for submitting the joint. This is Bitter Sweet. Let's check this out, and then we're gonna go into that anonymous question.
Tell me what's the deal, is it real or is it right? I don't wanna steer you wrong, but I'm a blessing in the light. I've been trying to work it out, but I ain't feeling it tonight. They didn't wanna choose me first, so I'm gonna watch me first. Ain't nothing but words, not myself no coming first. Ain't no high in my life, ain't no begging for your time. If you couldn't be my shine, then the loss is never mine. It was late nights, deep talks, rolling in the moonlight. What happened to the vibe? It was chillin', had me so high. You was speaking to my soul, not like the mother guys. Had me thinking you was solid, something worth a try. But then the energy got different, conversations dry. You stopped pulling up the same, giving half replies. Had me questioning the moments towards you change your life. It's crazy how the sweetest starts turn to bitter nights. You went quiet on the feelings that you begged me not to hide. Left you holding all the way while you drifted to the side. I was trying to plan a future, you was trying to play the vibe. Guess the memories ain't the same when you the only one who's trying. And the love you painted pretty started cracking from the lies. All the way you know I got you, turn the distance in disguise. But you taught me something real and now I see the warning signs. I never lose myself trying to keep somebody mine. Now I'm going, watch me burn. Ain't loving got the words. Now myself look coming first. Ain't no hot one in my mind. Ain't no begging for your time. If you couldn't see my shine, then the loss is never mine. Now I'm Mrs. Petty Boots trying to get back at you. Matching every move you made out here acting a fool. Left your messages on red just to show you what that distance do. It's funny how the silence hit when it's hitting you. Used to keep it cute, now I'm swerving out of line. You created all this chaos, I'm just rolling with the vibe. You was playing with my feelings, now I got your pride. Call it wrong, call it crazy, I'm just matching strides. Been posted like I'm booked, looking good, feeling fine. Got you lurking, got you scrolling, got you heating every time. You ain't think I had it in me, thought I'd always be so kind. Now you seeing how it feels when the pressure's from my side. I be petty with intentions like you're holding up a mirror. Every flaw you tried to hide, can I make it any clearer? You kept moving how you move, now I'm in my villain era. They say two wrongs never fix it, but it's feeling more fairer. Now I'm going, watch me burn. Ain't loving got the words. Now myself no coming first. Ain't no hot one in my life. Ain't no begging for your time. If you couldn't see my shine, then the loss was never mine. Tell me what's the deal, is it real or is it right? I don't wanna steer you wrong, but I'm a blessing in the light. I've been trying to work it out, but I ain't feeling it tonight. Not tonight, baby. Cause you've been switching up your tone, got me second guessing vibes. Say you want me in your world, but you don't show it when you try. If the energy ain't pure, then it damn show on the line. And it won't.
Shout out to Golden 562. The people was feeling that one. That one most definitely was a vibe. My man Tino said, shout out to Tino. He said, yo, she was in her bag with that one. Even Muse put the fire emoji up there. Even Prophet, people was most definitely feeling that. You batting 100 on that one right there. You most definitely batting 100 on that one right there. I'll talk to you on the flip side, Golden. I'll talk to you on the flip side. But shout out to Golden 562. Shout out to everybody that hung out tonight. We do got one more submission for the night. If you're just tuning in, we had Carlito Black come on live, the winner of the Is It a Smash. So we got to chop it up with him a little bit. See what he got going on in his output, something that he could share to the fans and go from there. I do have one last question, and if you do have a question, feel free to ask before we close out. But I do got a question, and they asked this anonymously. And out of them asking it anonymously, because you know me, I like to blast things at times, but I'm gonna respect that. But their question is, there's a lot of conversations of team and people working. Has there ever been a moment that someone has disappointed you? And then they put, have I disappointed you? And they put a smiling face. Yes, you have disappointed me. I'm not even gonna say if you on, because it said anonymous. Yes, you have disappointed me. And I'm gonna share how artists sometimes disappoint those people that are around them, right? I think sometimes artists get so tunnel vision in their next move or their advantage, the next step, the elevation or the opportunity, that they jump from one situation and then they go to another one, but then because it's an elevation, it feels right, it feels good, like, oh, I could get closer to my goal. So they jump from the lily pad and they go to the next one, but then they forget all the lily pads that help you actually get to this moment. And when they get into that next situation, they have this, it's me. What you mean? What you want to be a part of this? They came to me. And that's the messed up part, because what artists fail to realize, and I'm talking directly to this person who sent it to me. Since y'all brave enough to ask me the question, I'm gonna be brave enough to answer it. One thing that people fail to do with artists a lot of times, and they fail to, what artists fail to realize at times is, this is your goal, right? This is your goal. This is what you do. You create, you write. Yes, that's your thing. You write and you go, and then you want. Now look how insane this might sound, right? Like, walk with me with this, y'all. And then you want someone to push as hard as they can with all their research, if they got all the money, everything in the world, for something you do, right? This is your shit. And I'm speaking as an artist. Myself. This is my shit. I write these lyrics. But then I want someone on the outside to do all this stuff, be a part of all this stuff, and not have nothing to say. That's the fantasy world that most artists, and I'm talking to this person, but I'm trying to make it a learning moment. That's the thing that artists have, right? They want you to believe in them, believe and push, but then there's no percentage that you want the person to have an objection. And then when you reach and max out, and I keep saying you because I'm talking to a particular person, when you reach and max out what you feel you can achieve from them, you jump off, but then you don't honor, those few steps on the ladder that they got you to, and it might be not their reach. When this is your turn as an artist, I'm talking to that person, but walk with me, y'all, learning, right? This is learning, metaphorically. When you get the chance to get a few more steps because of a situation, fucking return it. You know what I'm saying? They maxed out, but they did what you could not do on your own. They added. So when you get the chance, you know what I mean? Bring them to a few steps. Don't just leap to the next steps and be like, oh, you couldn't do this for me. Yeah, you couldn't get me in front of, or you couldn't get and do blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the things. And I'm talking directly to a person, the email. But it's a learning experience, right? It's a learning. This is what we learn. So that's one thing I don't like. And I'm speaking as an artist too, not just an executive, as an artist. So all artists on the app, on Instagram, and you in the email. Excuse me. I know you're gonna call me. I know you can call me. And you put that laugh out loud because you know. And it's an artist I worked with. I'm just keeping it a buck, y'all. And I'm not saying it with malice. I'm saying it with value. I know my value. I know your value. And I'm tired of being played with. I'm tired of being played with. And then I got one more video. So bear with me, y'all. I'm on my rant right now. I'm on my rant. Tino sent in the question, so my rant is I got a little bit more time on my rant. But another thing that artists don't really get, right? Going into situations, partnerships, working agreements, working with other people. Why? The why? Yo, I need you to invest in me. Why? I need why? They just because you're talented does not deem why I should do anything for you. I'm gonna say that again. Just because you're talented does not mean I am deemed to do anything for you. The question is the why. Networking is a barter system. Partnership is a barter system. Working together is a barter system. I do something and then you do something. We get something from the somethings we do. If it's just you get something, fuck out of here. All right, we're gonna go into this video and then we're gonna go into Tino's video, Tino's question. If you got any questions, please put in the chat. I know y'all tired of hearing me talking. I did get a laugh out loud from an email. I think that was from Singapore. Singapore, you with me? Let me know you feel me. Let me know you feel me, man. Put a fire emoji in the chat or in the email if you feel me. But this is Nobody's Exempt. I love the title. Nobody's Exempt. This is Face the Music, y'all. Check it out.
Ain't nobody exempt, nigga. Ain't nobody exempt. Nobody. He gon' pop up doing drugs out the circle. Got his shoulders on the lean, got his soda looking purple. A killer with the ladies now. He used to be a Urkel till they put him on the dirt. Now we out it with the work and he gon' work it. The last time I seen him, he was leaning on the fence. I heard some gunshots that night and I ain't seen him ever since. You ain't got to pump his posse up, his homies all convinced. But they done told on Little what's name before they got the prints. The streets are washing, we about to get a rinse. We all bubbles on a broken distance past tense. Charlie still standing on the hill making mad sense. Looking out and separating niggas by their accents. Get it? Man, and you think that shit wicked? The black Jiminy Cricket get a backseat ticket. And laws that make a nigga life black seed gritty. Fuck you, welcome to Hub City. Ain't nobody exempt, nigga. Ain't nobody exempt. Ain't nobody. True. You don't really sound like a preacher. Everybody gonna die. You have me thinking about a whole. Ain't nobody exempt. Nobody's exempt. And it don't matter where you land across this country, you already up against it for some land and for some money. If I don't know that fact, then I'm an integrated dummy, participating and waiting for things that ain't even for me. Wait, what the fuck just happened? Am I awake or woke? Cause I don't feel nothing in my butt or my throat, joke. But serious on this tip, don't even trip. Cause if you slip and fall a victim to this, then you on that list. The newest twist is your vaccination is piss. And I ain't waiting for the next Dolly North to relearn this, nah. I'm waking up every morning at death's neck. Cause they don't got no vaccination to keep the police in check. Now I ain't trying to get all caught up in this, it's about respect. Cause I did 24 years and ain't nobody gave a heck. But now all of a sudden, we all closer than first cousins. Like a script, a nigga twist something. Ain't nobody exempt, nigga. Ain't nobody exempt, nigga. Ain't nobody. Nah, on me, nah. Ain't nobody exempt.
That right there was Face the Music. It goes by Face to Face the Music on Instagram. Shout out to him. Hey, yo, Bronze, I see you. Shout out to everybody that's coming on. We coming to the end of the show. We got one more question. We got a question from Tino Esquire. We got a question, and it's a really dope question. The question that he asked was, how do you first of all, he greeted me much respect. He greeted me respectfully before he went into the whole. He even hit with a good evening spot. I be getting shit straight to the point, which I don't mind, but I appreciate you, Tino. I appreciate you. He said, how can an artist improve their social media image without compromising their identity? The big question about that the artists have to ask, or the team has to ask, what are we displaying? Once you really understand what are we displaying, then you could get an idea of what you can do not to compromise it. You know, I use this example. I got a friend that he raps. He posts a lot of fights with his music. he watched his Instagram go from 2,000 to I think he's at like 58K followers. He gets like 16,000 views every post. Like his joint is jumping, and he put all his music behind the fights. But what I told him was, yo, I feel, he's like, yo, I'm jumping. I was like, no, you not jumping. Your content is jumping. He's like, what you talking about? I was like, your music is just the cherry on top. Don't nobody really eat the cherry on top, bro. They don't. And if they do, they suck on it and that's it. It's disregarded. They eat to the main meal, and the main meal is the fights. So a lot of times we are chasing the engagement, and it doesn't really accommodate what we want people to get from us. So the big question in that is, what do you want to get? So once you get the idea of what you want the viewers to get from you, then the compromising kind of gets easy, because it's nothing for me to go and pay some girl and I'm like, yo, I need you to twerk, right? And then I'm gonna put on the A&R Desk shirts on you and you twerk on my joint, and I'm gonna put my music behind that. I know my numbers would fly off the roof. I'm an engineer. I got mad funny engineer stories. Mad funny. I could go and do skits of me engineering and how artists be acting crazy in the studio, and I know those numbers would rise. That's not what I want people to get from me. Now, if it's just views and likes and an engagement, and that's the business that you're in, or that's what you want, then that works. But when you're an artist, you have to really understand what you want to be delivered to your viewers, because that's an extension of your brand. And your brand is, when you step out the room, the presentation of you that is left. That's the easiest way to just think of a brand. When I am not here personally to represent, my brand in its place will carry on the legacy in my absence. So whenever I leave a room, my brand will represent that. So you have to ask yourself that. And I think a lot of artists don't really ask themselves what they want the people to get. They just want to get people getting. You know what I'm saying? They just want people getting, and it looks good, and I can imagine it feels good. Like, shout out to my dude, you know, I think he's at 58K followers, and you know what I'm saying, I'm like, yo, you gotta surf the net for fights, edit fights, put out fights, and you put your music on. And then, you know, me being an executive, my question to him was, let's check the analytics. Let's check the analytics of your music compared to the post that you put. Because I don't mean to rant, but there's two things that an artist has to be looking for, right? There's two things. There's viewership, and then there's listenership. There's two different things. Instagram is a viewership. 90% of the people that's on Instagram are not there to find out your music. They're not there to tag a link for your music. They're there to watch, be nosy, spend time, whether it's in travel, bus, sitting on a toilet, eating a meal, at work on break. It's scroll. It's senseless activity. Senseless stimulation, right? So 90% of the people are not there. But everyone who goes to a streaming app, whether it's Apple or Spotify, are there to what? Listen. So when you're marketing on viewership and it's not really translating to listenership, you got to find that medium to bring them all both together, because a lot of artists only focus on viewership. That's it. We focus on viewership, how it looks, how my engagement, blah, blah, blah. Garfield, shout out to Garfield Bright, man. Shout out to you, my homie. I see you. So that's one thing that an artist really has to be in the mindful of, the viewership times or against the listenership. Because while you think you're marketing something, you're actually promoting it to the same people who are scrolling past it, rather than getting new people to come back and listen to it. And it's hard. I'm not gonna sit here and say it's easy. It's hard, y'all. It's not a 1, 2, 3 thing, and it does adjust as time go. But I do want to send a big shout out to everybody, man. Again, I'm gonna close it out with a record right now. I think this is the end of the night. Next week we might be on the lookout to see what I post for next week. If we have the good, the bad, the ugly, I am trying to get Def Jam executive in the building. so we could have a conversation, have some submissions, and see what's up with that, man. You know what I mean? And be on the lookout next week. Be on the lookout next week. There's a few things we got going on next week that will be very entertaining. But know your boundaries, push your boundaries, break some boundaries. Consistency is the key, but proficiency is the doorway. Don't keep doing something that don't make sense, because it won't make sense, and it damn sure won't make sense. Give a round of applause to everybody that supported tonight. Thank you so much for rocking with me. I want to give a big shout out to Golden 562. Yo, what's up on CGF Bronze? I see you. Prophet Official, MG Presents, Tim Dog, I see you. Tino, I see you. Even Muse, I see you. And shout out to everybody that's still on the app rocking right now. We're gonna close it out with Return of the Kings. I want to send a big shout out to Thomas. I got to speak to him. Was it yesterday? Yesterday. You know, just in the remembrance of some stuff that I saw. So shout it out. This is Return of the King. Shout out to MG Presents for putting this record together. Shout it out, y'all. Much love. Have a good night.
You were set to do great things.